it will be hard because life is hard. That's what life is. And these challenges that you face, they're gonna do their best to take you down. Do not let them.
Don't waste your pain. We all go through disappointments, setbacks, loss. Pain is a part of life.
Pain is temporary. It may last for a minute, or an hour, or a day, or even a year.
The only way you're ever going to get to the other side of this journey is you have got to suffer to grow. To grow, you must suffer.
The key is what we do in our times of pain. Pain will change us. Heartache, loss, disappointments, they don't leave us the same. Now, how the pain changes you is up to you.
Really got to focus with all of your fiber and all of your heart and all of your creativity.
You want to make your dream come true, you got to stay focused. Some people rather get even than get ahead. Stay focused on where you want to go.
Stuff gets better if we work at it and we stay focused on where we're going.
What I'm telling you is if you really want something bad enough, it's worth it. It's worth it. So start to feed yourself the worth question over and over and over again, not the cost question. Cost is a distraction. Worth is a focus mechanism. This is so worth it. It's so worth it. It's so worth it. Focuses you. Cost distracts you. So I want to challenge you today to make that shift of eliminating these distractions and elevating your level of focus. What I want to remind you of is on the other side of that suffering, on the other side of that sacrifice, on the other side of that laser focus is your dream.
Remember, only the disciplined ones are free in life. If you are in discipline, you are a slave to your moods. You are a slave to your passions.
Life's about self-discipline. We tend to do the things that are easy. Working out is where you can build that the fastest. It gives you instant feedback.
Listen, getting successful, it's not a magic trick. If you keep doing what you've been doing, you're gonna keep getting what you've been getting.
The easy path that calls to us to be weak for that moment, to break down for that moment, to give in to the desire and the short-term gratification. But the discipline will not allow that. The discipline calls for strength and fortitude and will. It won't accept weakness. It won't tolerate another breakdown. The discipline can seem like it's your worst enemy.
If it was easy, everybody would do it. I need you to wake up every day and say, today ain't the day, but my day coming. And I will not give up. And I will not give in until I get to that day. I will not stop. I will not give up. I will not give in until my day comes.
Do you believe that you're capable of change? Do you believe that good things happen when you go through a process of learning and taking steps? Do you believe that you can actually get out of your patterns?
What stands between us and where we want to go? It's always the story we tell ourselves on why we can't achieve that. And if I wanted to boil it down, I would just say, what is your biggest why? What's your biggest goal that you would love? If it was a year from now, we were sitting here, you're watching this, and it was a year later, and it was the best year of your life, what would be the biggest thing that would have changed in your life?
In order to have something different, you are going to have to do something different. In order to have something more, you have to do something you haven't done yet.
That thing that you want, I guarantee you, you've convinced yourself that you're fine not having it. That's why you're not pushing yourself. It's the areas in your life where you've given up, where you've said, oh, I'm fine.
There is not one thing that has ever happened to you. Not one experience, not one encounter, not one crisis, not one joyful thing that hasn't happened just to make you better and help you rise.
Be excited about your destiny so that you can endure the process that brings you into promise. Because there is a process before promise. And if you don't have at least a vision of the promise, the process will discourage you.
There's a voice in you that has said, I can do this. I know others have failed. You have to lose your fear of failure. Failure is a part of the process. People who never fail never try. You have to fail. You got to get it wrong to get it right. You learn nothing from winning. You only learn from your failures.
I hate plan B. Every thought that you put into plan B, you're taking away now that thought and that energy from plan A.
My number one competition is me. It's always you versus you. You got to be the one to get up every morning, be disciplined, put in the consistent daily hard work, because that gains success. No coach, no trainer, no mentor, no boss can do it. You versus you.
Sit on your bed one day and ask yourself, what remarkably stupid things am I doing on a regular basis to absolutely screw up my life? What would happen if you consulted yourself about the best possible outcome for you?
I just beat me. This ain't about nobody else. I don't give a fuck about nobody else. I just beat me. I'm in a battle with the only person that I really want to fucking beat, and that's me. If I can continue to outdo me from the day before, then I'm ahead.
Don't go around telling people what your story is. Everybody has a story. It doesn't matter about what happens to you. What matters is, what are you going to do about it?
One of the things limiting you from your income, your impact, a world-class life. You care too much about what people think about you. It is a neurobiological wiring. It served us thousands of years ago. We wanted to fit into the crowd because if we left the crowd or our social network, we would die of starvation or we would be eaten by saber-toothed tigers. Now we're in the modern age and we are frightened. We are terrified. Our amygdala goes crazy. Cortisol, the fear hormone, starts to pulse through our system if we leave the crowd. Everyone has an opinion. Why let the opinions of other people deny you from a life that will make history?
It's very important that you engage in an ongoing process to develop you. Spend more time on yourself than what you've been spending. No matter what's going on in your life, it's not permanent. Everything is going to change. So there's two things you can do with change. You can react to it or you can participate in it.
If you don't want to make waves, be mediocre. Be normal and fit in. It is far easier not to be successful.